Let's talk about scalpers. All right. I was planning on getting a 20 or a 3080. I would have loved to have gotten one. I got really lucky and I got a PS5. You see it behind me. I love it. I'm really stoked, and actually shout out to my Discord because someone in my Discord just randomly tagged me and said, "Hey, are you getting a PS5? The pre-order is starting right now." And I was like, boom, jumped over to Best Buy and was able to I perfect aligned my time, signed in, booked pre-ordered one, and I got it on the first shipment. So I got lucky. But man, these scalpers are brutal. They are buying as many as they can. They're going on eBay for $1,500, $1,200, $2,000. Same with the 3080s, 3090s, the new AMD cards, the 6000 series. They're going for way too much. I mean, MSRP on almost all of the things I've mentioned so far is $400 to $800. Now the 3090s are actually, to be fair, they're like $1,800, but the scalpers are selling them for $3,000. They're seriously just buying these to flip them. Yeah, okay, free market, whatever. It's like, I get it, but everyone knows it's just brutal. Who likes scalpers besides scalpers? They probably can't stand each other because, if there's enough scalpers, one's going to lower the price, so they all have to lower their price, and then they all have to lower price, and then maybe Sony finally makes enough PS5s that, everyone can actually get one, and all the scalpers get screwed out. That's what a lot of people are saying. Look, guys, don't give into it. Don't give into the scalpers. Don't go spend $2,000 on a PS5. Sony's working on new product. They're really trying to meet the demand. They undercut themselves purposefully because they didn't want to make too many products, too many PS5s, because they were worried with the pandemic and everything that was going on that they shouldn't overproduce their product. And taking a step back, I actually like that. I appreciate that because I don't like this. Just make a millions of them because it brings the cost down, but then you're sitting on millions of whatever product it is. I'd rather make things to order. If like my coffee, you can order it and it gets roasted for you and sent out. It's not just like stockpiled, in a warehouse. It's more made to order, and I like that kind of stuff, because it's a little more environmentally friendly. So Sony, they're only making a specific amount. Granted, now we got these scalpers that are coming out and taking advantage of it. It's pretty insane. You know what? Someone mentioned just now in chat, Desert just said ammo hoarders are scalping big time. That's a really good point too. Ammo is another thing. It's not just electronic equipment. It's a lot of stuff. I'm sure there was some, actually, no, I saw it right when the pandemic hit. People were scalping toilet paper, bleach wipes, the Clorox wipes, hand sanitizer. People were selling hand sanitizer for like crazy amounts of money because they were sold out everywhere. Everyone was obsessed with getting a hold of anything, that's what it is. Now there's all these tweets about, oh man, if you've got a PS5 and you're an adult, you should be ashamed of yourself because you're taking a PS5 out of a child's, Christmas. And it's like, no, come on, really? You're going to be mad at the people that got PS5s, including myself. You're mad at me, not at the scalpers that are buying 10, 15 of them and then posting the picture that they have these like pyramids that they built out of the PS5 boxes. And they're like, ha ha ha, I ordered 15 of them. Yeah, that's right. Let me sell them off to you, $1,500. You're angry at me because I got one? I got one? I was able to pre-order one for myself? That's it? That's who you're angry at? Get out of here. Here's an article that it kind of explains a little more on why it's impossible to find a PS5 in stores right now. All right. The fact that Sony and Microsoft were able to launch new game consoles in the middle of a pandemic is impressive, but it comes with a very important caveat. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S has been outrageously difficult to find ever since they debuted. unless you managed to secure a pre-order back in September, chances are you're still searching for a console. Unfortunately, that will continue to be the case in the weeks ahead. In an interview with Russian news agency TASS, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan discussed a number of topics surrounding the PS5. From the difficulties of launching a product in 2020 to the importance of exclusive titles to his feelings about Microsoft acquiring Bethesda and the Elder Scrolls franchise earlier this year. Everything is sold out. Absolutely everything is sold out, Ryan said as the first batch of PS5 units that went out on November 12th, and everything will be sold out in Russia. There's no doubt about that. I've spent much of the last year trying to be sure that we can generate enough demand for the product. And now in terms of my executive bandwidth, I'm spending a lot more time on trying to increase the supply to meet that demand. Limited quantities of PS5 consoles have been popping up in stock for an instant or two over the past week and a half, but most consumers have been unable to place an order with even with retailers like Walmart giving advance notice about the exact timing when more stock will become available online. Another batch is expected to pop up on Black Friday, but if you aren't one of those first shoppers in the digital line, your chances of snagging one are slim. Ryan also talks about how quickly he expects PS4 owners to migrate to the PS5 in the months and years ahead. And I'm assuming this is a quote from him. All history indicates that the initial cohort from the launch to Christmas, about 3/4 will be upgraders from the PS4, and the remaining 25% will either come from us from another console or will come from outside the console ecosystem. So the great majority of those who buy a PS5 will have a PS4. And there are about 114 million PS4s in the world. The number of those who transfer, if you keep that in mind, is a small number. But for us, the PS4 community is going to remain incredibly important, certainly for 2020, 2021, and 2022, because in those 3 years, that will be the larger PlayStation community. At the very least, those of you who are unable to grab a PS5 before the end of the year can rest assured that Sony does not plan to abandon the PS4 anytime soon. By the time PS5 only games are coming out on a regular basis, finding one in stores should be a piece of cake, at least compared to right now. Now, I actually have some people in my Discord who are really trying to get a PS5, and I'm there with them because I actually have a buddy of mine who his PlayStation's on his last legs. And I've been trying to surprise him with just getting him a PS5 early. I know he's planning on getting one. I just want to hook my friend up, but it's impossible because of the bots. That's really what it is. It's not just scalpers, okay? Sure, the scalpers exist, but the problem is these scalpers aren't just sitting there competing against you while also trying to click and manually add things to your cart, sign everything up, and purchase the PS5. There's many other things that are being scalped right now, but for this example, we're talking about the PS5, and it's the bots. Okay, they set up these bots that will go to these sites and automatically autofill, auto buy as many PS5s as possible. And you think that's not just one scalper. There's many scalpers out there running many bots. So whatever chances you would have against a regular human being are basically gone because the bots are so much faster than a human. It automatically enters everything and automatically buys out everything that you all the products. So this is what I found interesting. UK politicians called to ban console scalping and the use of bots, aiming to prohibit the resale of gaming consoles and computer components at prices greatly above manufacturer's recommended retail price. Now, before I read this actually, there's a precedent that happened here. There was a man, I couldn't find the article, but we did an episode on it, we did a segment on it on Timcast IRL. It was in April or something. And it was about a man who bought so much hand sanitizer and was trying to sell it personally and was able to, he got in trouble They basically made it illegal. Like, you can't sell that. Like, sorry, that's illegal. If you try selling it, we're going to come after you. So he was stuck. He spent like 10 grand or something on this hand sanitizer stock that he bought, and then was stuck with it. He had to sit on it. And I don't know what happened. I think maybe he gave it away or something, and like, maybe got a tax credit or something. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but this is what I'm talking about here. All right, let's read about this. Members of the UK Parliament have filed a motion to discuss prohibiting the resale of game consoles and computer components at prices greatly above manufacturers' recommended retail price, and to ban the use of bots to purchase those goods. That's the exciting part right there. As reported by VGC, 6 members of the Scottish National Party tabled the motion, which at the time of writing has amassed 23 signatures from MPs across several parties. The motion aims to prohibit sales of consoles and computer components beyond the recommended retail price, ban bulk buying by automated bots, and prevent resales at inflated prices. The motion specifically mentions a 2018 UK law passed to prevent rip-off prices on resale of tickets for live events. That law forces secondary sellers of other live event tickets to be transparent about the original price of purchase and other details pertinent to a purchase, as well as forces the reseller to prove they own the item in question to prevent fraud. That is pretty awesome. And this is the full text of the motion in the House. Well, of course, this is UK Parliament. That this House believes that new releases of game consoles and computer components should be available to all customers at no more than the manufacturer's recommended retail price, and not be bought in bulk by the use of automated bots, which often circumvent maximum purchase quantities imposed by the retail. Calls on the government to bring forward legislative proposals similar to those introduced for the secondary selling of tickets, therefore prohibiting the resale of gaming consoles and computer components at prices greatly above manufacturer's recommended retail price. And furthermore, this House and further calls on the government to bring forward legislation proposals making the resale of goods purchased using an automated bot an illegal activity, therefore denying unscrupulous vendors the chance to make themselves vast profits at the expense of genuine gamers and computer users, while also deterring fraudulent cybercriminal activity. The move was tabled as an early day motion, which calls for the UK's House of Commons to formally debate on the topic. Sadly, early day motions rarely make it through the process, but UK readers may want to contact their local MP to ask them to support the motion. Obviously, I live in America, and UK's laws wouldn't do anything for me here, but it is an interesting idea, whether or not that would be something that we would do here, I don't know. There's a lot of talk about the internet, and this is something I've been saying for a long time. The internet is a new thing in human civilization. We're still learning and understanding how to not necessarily regulate, but regulate it in a sense that we understand what it does to our psyche, what it does to our society, what it does to on all levels, because it really has changed the way humans live on this planet. That aside from the society that we now have with, farmers doing their thing. Everyone goes to a store to buy food now instead of going to the farmers or a farmer's market. There's all sorts of different things that we can go branch out from here and talk about. But, the banning of bots to buy multiple purchases of products to then make a sale and ruin somebody's chances of basically getting any one of these said products. It's interesting. So we'll see. I'm going to be paying attention to this to see what happens in the UK, to see if anything does happen there. It continues on a little bit. I just want to show this is a pretty cool image. This is from GTA, and it shows an Xbox being arrested. Xbox face. I don't know. Scalping has become a hugely visible issue following the release of next-gen consoles, with PS5 reaching as much as $2,000 price point on the resale market. and bot users claiming thousands of units for resale at inflated prices. It's a trend that may have been inspired by the rise of sneaker culture. Another thing that happens too. That huge demand and low supply may have led even more nefarious events across UK. PS5s were seemingly swapped out from Amazon deliveries, and gangs have even been stealing them from moving delivery trucks. No way. Really, gangs have been stealing them from moving delivery trucks. That is crazy. That reminds me of Fast and Furious 1, the first one, where they take over that truck, and I think that was the first one. It was, because I've only seen one of them. It had to be the first one. Maybe I saw one of the new ones, 7 or 8. I don't know, with Dwayne Johnson, or was that? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that's that. And we're going to be paying attention to that. Before I continue, I just want to say, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, it really does help me. Please subscribe, and also share. Share my videos, share my live show. I go live Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8 p.m. And I talk about the day's events that I've done by researching and finding out what's going on, and I'm talking about it. So please do share my videos. It definitely helps. And most importantly, smash that like button. Yeah, that's right. Smash it. Smash that like button. You know you want to. You know what? I'm going to spin this here UFO for y'all, because I know all you are smashing that like button. Come on, let's double up the likes, all right? There's more than double the amount of viewers right now than the amount of likes. Let's double it. Smash that like button. Smash it down. Let's do that.